morning everyone, how are you? Yesterday we did a bit of pruning and planting. I wasn't able to explain to you everything we did. We had a bunch of activity up and down our street with gardeners and some construction going on. So I'm going to insert that footage right now, and when that's done I'll go over everything that we did. You can see where I trimmed the vincas that start from this one last brick by our lawn and curves all the way around to our house. The vincas that I planted right here next to the ranunculus that are already coming up, I don't know why, but they are. Those I just planted this year. So when the camera pans by them, you'll see that when I trim them back, they look very young. The plant looks very, very young. Again, I'm not sure if they'll come back next year, but if they do, it's a bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and try it again. You might see that I'm missing a few African daisies. I just lost, there were a few plants that I lost over the summer just because it was so hot. Right along behind the ranunculus is an open area, and I have, is it what, 300-400 tulip bulbs and alliums that are in our refrigerator that I'll be planting here in the next few weeks, probably about the middle of December. So this area I'm going to put tulips. Not sure exactly where I'm going to put the alliums yet, but this whole open area is where I'll put tulip bulbs. Let me bring you back around to the back side of the rock over here. Right here along the curve, these vincas look a little bit more mature than the ones over by the ranunculus. That's because these are the ones that I have by the African daisies that I transplanted last year. So if they come back in the spring, that'll be my second bonus year, or my third altogether. I'm hoping that happens. Behind the vincas are the blanket flower that I pruned back. I didn't realize they self-seed, or they can self-seed, and so that's happened a little bit over here off to the side. So I did not prune those back quite yet, over here by the diamond frost euphorbia. Then behind that I planted silver dusty miller. It's about 10 inches high and 10 inches wide. Come late February, early March, I will come in and trim back the plumbago, the hibiscus, and all of our grasses. We have fountain grass, feather grass, adiago grass. All those will get pruned back late February, early March. Let's go over to where the rose tree is, where I planted Artemisia. When we planted this rose tree, there was nothing below it, and I knew that I wanted to put something here. I just wasn't quite sure exactly what I wanted. And when I saw the McKenna Silver Artemisia, I just thought, we'll put a picture up on the screen of what it looks like mature. Oh, it's beautiful. They will get 24 inches high, 36 inches wide. So it should, I could probably put one in the back, but I didn't. You can't, the way our front yard kind of slopes, I'm not sure how much people from the sidewalk can see back here. Plus I like a little bit of a walkway to get back here behind for my plants. There are a lot of things still blooming in our garden. This rose tree has about 5 or 6 buds that are still gonna bloom probably before Christmas time. In the spring, this is gonna be a gorgeous show of orange roses, and I can't wait. I have an Nandina and the irises that I pulled up here in the back. Let's go back there and plant them real quick. I have about 20 to 30 iris bulbs that we brought from the front yard here to the backyard. If you notice the small little rock in front of the irises, that used to be a salvia plant. I have a few that our shepherd has kind of trampled on, but there's a little itty bitty growth right in front of the rock. So I'm placing that there in the hopes that maybe it will push some growth and hopefully come back to full maturity size. I put the irises here as well because I put some on this side, and I'm really trying to narrow our shepherd's walk pathway only to a few certain areas, and I mirrored the Nandina on this side that I have on that side. Of course, this one is several years old, so it's going to take a little bit of time before this one catches up to that one. But I think overall, compared to what this area looked like even just a few short years ago, it's coming along. And then of course, hopefully the hydrangeas will, I don't know, you think they'll come up this big this next spring? We'll see. I sure hope so. Thank you guys so much for watching. From our family to yours, have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon. Bye.